And good evening. Here we are, Apex Sports Center. Our Valor Eagles facing off against Ralston Valley. A little bit of stats quickly on Ralston Valley. 3-1 on the season, so 3 wins, 1 loss. Their loss was against Cherry Creek, I believe, last weekend. And their 3 wins were pretty handy victories, or handily won over Grandview, the new varsity team, Chatfield, and Res Christian. So certainly not the best teams, but 3 good wins. And so I think that Valor will certainly be in for a test today. Or last weekend, nice win over Res Christian, and then a little bit of trouble versus the Pooter Stars. So let's get into the lines. For the first time, I can say this all season, they've got all players are healthy. So Jackson O'Donnell is back in the lineup. He was, I think, dealing with a knee injury of some sort. So let's get right to it. The forward lines are virtually the same. Should look very familiar. Fisher line, Gabe Fisher, center, number 27. Flanked by Sorensen and Maddox Charles. The Baker line, again, is Bodane and Dawson Charles. The Purchase line is Carson Deep and Max Sutter. And the Canapari line is Tarbert and Jimenez. So again, everyone's healthy. On defense, Stanley is skating with McKiddo. That pairing is the same. Now Rogers back in the lineup. Jackson O'Donnell is back in the lineup. Number 7 will be skating with Matt Gogol, number 14, who I hear the nickname is Giggles. And the third defensive pairing is King and Coffey. In goal tonight, number 33, Lucas Jordan. Double check that. I believe that I've got that right, but I will double check that. I've missed that a few times in the past. And this is the first game of the weekend, and then tomorrow I believe they're playing against Chap, who's actually done some pretty good work this year, a couple in Chasta's season. So it should be a really good weekend of hockey as we get this season underway. Last weekend, both games were postponed in that I think there was more players sick than were well for the game. So as is customary in the Chasta season, I take a look down at the stands, and the stands are actually relatively full. It's nice to look over. Ralston Valley seems to have a lot of spectators, which is kind of cool. And as customary in the Chasta season, we will have the lineups announced, and then we will have the singing of the national anthem, and then we'll get right into it. Looking forward to this game and getting into this season of hockey. The boys are in the middle of finals. Next week is finals. I think we'll be done by Wednesday, and then another weekend of games, then a couple weeks off. And by the looks of the weather forecast, there will be no skating in anybody's backyards, but maybe some golfing and tennis. So I will go off the mic for a little bit, let you listen to the announcements from the PA, and then we'll get this game going.
will be taking on your Ralston Valley Mustangs. Tonight's lineup for the Screaming Eagles, starting in defense, number 6, Jack McHugh. Also in defense, number 16, Roger Stanley. Starting at forward, number 22, Hoyt Sorensen. Starting at forward, number 23, Maddox Charles. Forward, number 27, Gabriel Fisher. And in goal for the Screaming Eagles, number 33, Lucas Jordan. The Valor Christian Screaming Eagles are coached by George Decky. Now for the Ralston Valley Mustangs, we start with our might of the game, Lila Tango. Her dad is one of the OG players. Let's give it up for him because he started on. Lila, good on you. Also, sorry, Mustangs starting forward, number 17, Nolan here. For Tyler Engel kicking. Starting forward, number 26, Keenan Pazano. Defense, number 4, Will Pauling. Defense, number 43, Ethan Bartholomew. And in goal, number 33, Jacob. The Mustangs are coached by Caroline Rodriguez.
All right, and there you go. Pretty lively PA. Compare that to the last PA we had there in South Suburban, I think was Terry Bevan. No comparison there. I'll go with hometown announcer Terry Bevan on the PA. About to get this game going. Pretty excited for this game. Third game of the season for the Screaming Eagles. Fans still filing in, 8:15 here, late one up on the northwest side of town. 4-ref system in effect here. Orange stripes are the 2 refs. The orange bands on the arm are the referees, and the other 2 are the linesmen. And here we go. Let's see what the Screaming Eagles have. And there's the puck drop. One back by Screaming Eagles, but Ralston Valley controls, sends it back down into the corner. Puck's kept in, cross-ice pass. That's a little good work there by Hoyt, getting around one, blows a tire, good chip up front, and that is scooped up by the goalie. So pretty nice play to get things started there. Interesting stands here where the players' bench is actually directly below the spectators. 16 seconds elapsed. I'll try and call out the time. I think you can see it on the screen, but not necessarily, it's not on the shot productions. And that sent down won't be an ice. Jordan's gonna play that, he fans on, but fortunately Fisher's there to pick it up. Fisher skating around, little drop pass, Fish collects. Here goes Ralston Valley the other way. McKiddo intercepts, and he's gonna dump it back in. He takes some body, the fans cheer for that one. The puck is kept in by Fish. Maddox is there on that one. Kid falls down. Bodain's back there working with Maddox. Looks like we're in the middle of a line change. Dangerous pass, works out. King's on in defense now. Maddox on, he takes a shot in the back. Puck goes in the middle of a line change, getting the Baker line on, and RV is going to dump it in, and they're going to complete a change. Played behind by Jordan. Here comes Bodain on the breakout, chips it up to Baker, passes behind him. That's questionable play. He's calling offsides there, delayed offsides. I'm not so sure what just happened there. Drop pass intended, I think, for Baker, and that was one ref waved it off while the other one had his hand up for whatever reason. Here we go. And the ref is keeping him out of the circle, so we're back to Baker in the face-off circle. Chipped up, it's sent out. Bodain tries to rush and get there. He's got some speed, 3 people on him. He gets hauled down, stays with it, does get it in deep. There's Dawson. Bodain continues to chase, wind around one. Now here's RV going the other side with some numbers, but they can't play it. See if Coffey can get there. He gets it, sends it back around to Bodain, and he does not get it out. King can't get it out, and this is where we've seen the problem. 2 failed clear, shot goes wide. Not what we want to see start things out. The D-to-D work in the end has not been good. Now here comes King. He manages to get it out, and icing's waved off. Pretty good call there. Here comes Sutter on the chase. Chipped up, good knockdown. There's Perch, he gets around one, can't get around the other one. Good play by Purchase to knock that one out of the air though. Chipped in off the boards, and backhand out. Pretty poor clearing attempt, but they do manage to get it in. There's O'Donnell, good to see him on the ice. It's sent in by Valor. Purchase is on the forecheck. We're bound, Purchase gets to it. Oh, just overskates out a tiny bit. RV goes D-to-D behind their net, fumbling it, which we've seen unfortunately a little too often. There's Gogol, he gets to it. He's going to chip it up to Deep. Deep's going to go the other direction, winds through the neutral zone, makes the zone. 5 kids back for RV. Good job to get back. All 3 forwards there. Purchase goes for the forecheck. We'll change up D's on the Valor end. McKiddo sends it in. Delayed offsides, and now we'll get some new boys on. There goes Jimenez. He spins off the forecheck there. Now Pierce, upright skating, brings it in uncontested, makes it all the way in, runs into the net. It's a weird play there, but still working on it. And now there's good play. Canapari bumps into one. RV will control. Surveys back to the neutral zone. This number 12 brings it in, dumps it in, then collects his own puck. Stanley gives chase, bodies him off. Support from Canapari. He tries to get it out. Fished out to the middle. Shot good. Saved by Jordan. He had to be on his toes for that one. And there's Jimenez. Tries to skate it out of the zone and gets stolen. Good job getting it out of the zone is McKiddo. He's going to take it up. 2 kids are back. He's battling Good support then from dumped in and then gets dumped. Good play by McKiddo. Maddox has speed, gets through one. He's got Hoyt with him. Maddox with some speed. Toe drag, tries to get around one, can't get around them all. And that's just turned, dumped back, and that is on net, so it won't be an ice. That's fortunate. Them Coffey's going to play it back to King. He surveys. Pass to Hoyt, tries to chip it around one. That doesn't chip through. It's sent all the way back down. It's touched, so there will be no ice. Coffey collects off the boards, and Hoyt tries to play it. He takes some body, and here's Maddox with speed up the side. Runs into Paulin. Deepa knocks him down. The ref is still down. He looks to be injured. Oh, no. He is, uh-oh. I think that he had some knee activity there. Oh, no. Looks to be in pain. I think it's his knee. He's going to be, hey, we'll take a little bit of break, and hopefully he can get up off the ice. I'd take a little moment here. Yeah, they're going to skate him off the ice. Just before that, we saw a wonderful reverse check by Maddox on one of the few players I do know on the other team, Will Paulin, real nice defenseman. Good reverse check by Maddox. I think that Paulin hasn't played with him and didn't know what to expect, but again, the sneaky body, size, ability to use the strength of Maddox. So we'll see how we arrange this game. Two linesmen and official, one linesman. We'll see what they do. This is unique. I've not seen this before. I'm sure it happens, and we'll adjust for it. Hopefully the ref's okay. He was able to skate off on one leg, so maybe a twisted knee, something. Of course, hopefully it's something not permanent. Never like to see that, whether it's a player or a ref. Good sign he is able to get up and skate off, and see if I can hear what the refs are saying to the coaches. Looks like they're going to have a combination of the refs doing both the linesman duties and the reffing duties. So they're trying to explain what the raised hand means. Could be some confusion at first, but I'm sure the boys will sort it out. And we are back playing again. 12:15 left first period. Baker line back on the ice. Draws one, control by RV. Cross ice pass, nobody there, but they do maintain control. Chipped up, Dawson will kick it up to himself. Player tries to play it to himself, and there's Dawson with some time back behind the net. Oh no, and he just passes it directly to the player from RV. He was a little bit turned up. Didn't know exactly where to go with that pass, and passed it right to the RV kid. Bonain on the forecheck now gets some accompaniment from Dawson. That falls down. That's going to be a hand pass. Good call there. That's King. Fell down and then just hand passed it over. Good job by the refs picking that one up. That looks a little disorganized on that play. We'll get some new skaters out there. Both teams just feeling each other out at this point. Not so sure that Valor's had any shots yet. Or the Mustangs, I feel, shot or two. And we'll have a D-zone face-off after the hand pass. Gabe Fisherline is back out there. Played by Maddox, looking for that stretch pass, and they're going to wave that off. Now that puck's back in. Hoyt gives chase. Comes up, Gogol plays it from the defensive position. Gabe gives chase. Looks like these teams are a little bit in slow motion. Tries to body Gabe, pitch right back out to Hoyt. Tees it up to Gogol, shot low. Good shot by Gogol, gets one off and is chipped out. Nobody was back. Now there's Maddox, and he's going to rip it back to O'Donnell. He falls down, leaves it. Good poke there at the end. Good job by O'Donnell to poke that out, extinguish that RV rush. Bodies collide. Stretch pass there. Gogol's there. The kid tries to chip it in and flubs that chip-in job there too. Gogol turns, leaves it for O'Donnell. Dangerous play, but fortunately that RV kid didn't pick it up. O'Donnell late on that pass, but still works out. Maddox is there to get it. He's got some speed behind, but there's 5 kids from RV back there. Line change comes on. We see Carson Deep get on the ice, sent back around. There's McKiddo. Oh no, they almost run into that other ref. We don't want to see multiple refs go down. Player sidesteps a check from Fisher. That touch pass, another fan job by the Mustangs. So several fans here sent all the way across. There's Deep. He's going to regroup, take some time, and he sends it directly to a Mustang. So the passing, some fundamentals, seems a little bit off here. Sutter gets to it. Disorganized play all down in the D zone. Fisher tries to, Roger tries to get it out. Stanley, that is, and he does get it out. Now back to Stanley. He's going to regroup back behind. He turns and sends it back to McKiddo. McKiddo misses the misplay. Tutter turns and tries to get it out. They can't get it out. No organized structure in this. Finally gets it up to Purchase. 3 Mustangs are back. Pops out deep. Couldn't quite tee one up a shot. I think the boys are still looking for their first shot. Pops back out to King. Low shot, wide, maybe looking for a deflection. That doesn't connect. Sutter gives battle down in the corner. Pops out deep, goes cross blue line. King can't quite get there. A little soft chip out. RV tries to structure play. I think that's Missick, and he stick handles a lot, and that stick handling doesn't usually work here. Do know that Evan Missick, another good kid, played with him in the past, and that is an icing called right there, and we will send it back down to the D zone. Shot totals here are Ralston Valley 3 and Valor 1. Don't know there's been any formidable shots yet. Canapari lines back out on the ice. Draws one back, played by Coffey, sent back behind the ice, but nobody's there. RV centers, they're trying to work some structure in. Pops out to Tarver. He can't quite get it teed up to anybody. Back down into the corner. King, Coffey to first, to each other. Pops right out in front. They're unable to tee it up. Man, this is some loose play by the Screaming Eagles. Now just King sends it all the way back out. Coffey's going to play it off the boards, up and kicked in, and now it kicks right out to Jimenez. Jimenez shot, save. That would have been nice to see Ev get on the board with his first goal since being out for a while with that bad Achilles tear. But good job by Jimenez. Good heads up play there. Puck popped out to him and he was there. Good shot. The goalie looked behind him. He wasn't sure if that was a goal or not, actually. But now we got the Baker line out there. Let's see if they can get anything structured. Chipped it up. They've tried this play. Good work. Baker does get there. But shot. Oh, Bodine. Good shot in front. Blocker save. Could not quite elevate that, but some good pressure here. Pops out to O'Donnell. Good play. Sends it back off the boards, off the half wall. Dawson tries to dance around. Bodine kicks it back down to Baker. He fiddles around down the corner. Can't get through 2 kids. Pretty good idea. Now Dawson's there. Sends it back up to Gogol. Gogol shot deflection. Good work by this line, too. Some good work down in the corners and a couple good scoring opportunities. We saw them, one from Bodine, one right there from Gogol. Baker right there in front with the screen and the deflection. So some good work there. You see Baker, I think he's talking to Will Paul and friends from the team from last year. It's good to see that on the ice. Fisher lines out there now. Draws one back by RV down the corner. Maddox gives battle. He spins around, falls down, he's on top of it, leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt's working, bounces around one, chips it back up to Maddox. Maddox back to Hoyt. Hoyt's battling one. They're playing a little bit of catch down there in the corner. RV's had enough of that, scoops it up. O'Donnell's come all the way back in from his defensive post. And now here comes Mustangs with some speed and some numbers. And defense is not back. That puck not on there. Gogol, oh my goodness. And Jordan's late to play that one. That was peculiar. That puck was loose. He was looking right down on it, but he didn't put his glove on there. And smartly, the Mustang slaps at it. I'm not so sure what Jordan was thinking. It's almost like he was leaving it there for one of the Valor kids to skate with it. But whatever the case, no harm, no foul. 7:28 left first period. Fumbles it back in his own zone. That's dangerous. Oh, good stick lift there on Sutter. Then here on this near board, they're the top kids. Doesn't look tremendously organized on the other side. I will say that RV's got some nice sweaters, though. Looks like some throwback that you see in the NHL. Canapari in the face-off circle, and Canapari wins it back. There's Makito. He dances around it, shrugs off a body. Smaller kid, good shoves, though. Some aggression down there for that number 14. Puck's battling down on the ice, thrown down, chipped out. Finally, no, they don't get it out of the zone. Comes out there, Stanley. He tries to send it along the boards, and he can't get it out. And now the puck is loose, but now here the boys go. If they assemble, Canapari makes the middle line, dumps it in, doesn't get it in deep, and RV quickly breaks that up. Makito shoves it back in. Played back behind the net by the goalie. Jimenez there on the forecheck. Kid bounces off the backboard, tries to get it up, and that kid was behind the D, but fortunately King was able to turn a whiff job by that number 14. I've seen that a few times. Middle of a line change now. They have, no, that means there's too many kids on the ice. King, good job. Good patience with King. Dawson, good sauce pass up to Baker. He looked up before he had the puck. He does organize. Here's Dawson. He's got Bodine working with him. Joey couldn't quite get it. Bodine gets there, but now all three forwards tied up down in that corner. Good work by Baker. Bodine keeps it back down there in the corner, races to get there. Can't quite get a stick on it. Pass down. That's score! Bodine with the good stick over there to Dawson, who's right there at the speed, scoops it up and goes far side in, bar in. That was a sweet shot. Post in by Dawson Charles. Good work by this line. This line looks angry. I was all over these guys in the broadcast the last couple of games, and they are the first one to get the boys on the board. So that's a goal by Dawson. That's probably an assist from Baker and Bodine, but good work by all three of those forwards down low. That strong forecheck, and that's what you need to do, win the battles in the corner, and that produces goals. But just like that, going the other direction, I thought I'd see a hand up, could have been a trip, but no. And here we go with more stick handling from Marston Valley. Here's some speed with Maddox. A little bit of a misplay by Marston Valley. Boys keep it in, does Hoyt, turns and fires it, goes wide. Gabe is there, working with Maddox. Good job to circle off. Looks like they have a spy on Maddox. Maddox with the puck, working back behind the net. Bodies one up top to Coffey. He's got to know better. He can't take that shot when there's a guy right in front of him. Now they're going the other direction. Good pass by the kid. Oh, what a good stick lift at the end. Great back check by Gabe Fisher. Good job. I think that's good pass there on the assist by that kid from, I think that's Missick. Toe drag it, gets a shot off. Gets shoved down. There's Maddox in there. Now we go Hoyt. He sprung on the side. Shot. Oh, just dribbles wide. Good hard work by this one. Maddox sees Perch, gets knocked down, stays up. Good work back to Maddox. Shot. Ooh, good save by that goalie. That's some good work by these boys too. Maddox, the strength out there, shrugged off a few. Good save down at the other end by Jordan too. There's a Missick with a pretty good play there by the Ralston Valley Mustangs, and purchase line stays out there. Purchase line now complete with Sutter and deep. Draws one back. Oh, Sutter just overskated that a tiny bit. Sent all the way back down in. Purchase on the forecheck. No, he backs off that. He gives him some space. got to be hungry on those forechecks. And here we go, back down in the corner. Sutter gets to it first and then back all the way up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell shrugs one off. Sutter's down there working, goes all the way back behind. Purchase gives chase down there. He's working down in the corner again, too. Purchase, good work down. He needs some support. The kids are out there watching him. There's just 1-on-3. And now Purchase gets some support, kips all the way back out. And now the Mustangs are trying to go the other direction. This kid has some time, chips it up. That's a dangerous pass that works out. It must have been touched, so icing is waved off. O'Donnell gets there. O'Donnell comes out with the puck. Sent all the way back. There's deep. He tries to wind one around. Now Sutter does touch that. That should. Nope, they're going to call off icing. The kid couldn't skate quite slow enough to nullify that, and that's a stretch pass that goes right to Valor. Mikito passes up to Canapari with some speed. Oh, he gets bodied off that, goes in the boards pretty hard, bounces off, no problem. And now here comes the Mustangs going the other direction. Mikito, good play there, good body by Mikito, good strong skating. It's always so good to watch Jack in that. He's so good with his skates that he can break those plays up really easily. Sent all the way back down in. Jimenez on the forecheck. RV with the breakout. Some structure. They had a kid waiting back behind too. And that's that no-look back pass to nobody. Canapari's going to fish that out. Sent all the way back down, but that's straight to this kid from Alston Valley. Sent all the way back up top. Shot screen, but good save by Jordan to get there. Alston Valley, that puck pops right out to the middle. Dances around Tarbert. Shoveled aside by Jordan. Good play there. He had to, and that's just turned and iced. Stanley had seen enough. It looked like he had a little more time than just to ice that, but I guess better safe than sorry there. And 2:27 left in the first period. Shots on goal on the scoreboard look to be 6-4 in favor of your Screaming Eagles. Baker lines back out on the ice. Last time we're out here, they scored a goal. Let's hope that happens again. Draws one by RV, and there's inexplicably two kids right in front of the net, but good save by Jordan. Overload on the players on that side. I'm not so sure what happened. Everyone collapsed. All 5 Valor kids go onto that side, and the RV kid, 2 kids were almost wide open in front of the net. Baker wins the draw back to Coffey. Coffey back to King. Tried that stretch play. I think Bodain was working. Sent back up top. Several kids are just open in these honeypot shots. Good back pass by Bodain up to Baker. He gets tripped and he can't quite get it in. Pretty good play by Joe to stay with it. Ralston Valley cross-ice pass is a little bit dangerous. Dawson was there. He's on the forecheck. Bodain comes in to help out. He bodies one off. Can't get enough of the body. Passes loose to Baker. He goes around one, but good play by that defensive kid. RV's going to send it all the way around. Good pressure by this line. They're really good on the forecheck. You can see the difference between this line just all over the pucks. And they win another puck battle. Dawson comes out with it. He spins around looking for someone to pass to. Gets it up to Bodain. Bodain turns shot over the net. Gets one off. I don't know if that was ever going to be on. No ice there. Here comes Coffey going the other direction. Surveys up to Bodain. He's going to chip it in. Good dump. 1:25 as we finish out this first period. Maddox on the forecheck. Oh, that kid tried to widen around, and Gabe almost got his stick, and this kid's gotten through 1, 2. See if he can go through all of them. No, he dumps it. Cross-ice pass to nobody after some good work by that kid. Paulin sends it all the way back down in. Played by Gogol. He chips it back up to Hoyt. Hoyt threw his legs to the other team. Good stick by Gogol to break it up. And then Fisher fans on the pass there too. RV trying to assemble going the other direction. Here's O'Donnell. 20 seconds. Maddox ends up with it. Oh, way wide on that shot. You saw what he was looking at, but he just shot it way wide. Hoyt, good job battling down the corner. 35 seconds. See if the boys can close out the period with another goal. RV comes out with it. Goes for the breakout. They make the zone. Dances around one. Center pass to the middle, but they can't get it out. And that stick there went 400. Oh, my goodness gracious. And then Fisher has a streaking Maddox and Hoyt, and he ices it. He does not connect. Tried to go a little too quick with that pass, I fear. 19 seconds left. One D-zone that poor Kid, big old attempted slap shot there and just explodes the stick. 19 seconds left in the first period. Draws one back into the corner. Mikito back down. He's got no support. RV all the time. The sharp angle shot doesn't connect. 9 seconds left. Boys need to just wind this clock, get it out. Mikito's going to try and eat the clock. The last 3-4 seconds doesn't work. Can RV assemble it? No. Purchase comes in. Holy cow. A little bit loose on the end there. But as it is, it's a 1-0 Valor Screaming Eagles lead after the first period. And that is a goal that, looking back at the score sheet, indeed is a goal. Dawson Charles, assist Bodine and Bauer. Sorry, Bodine and Baker. And we will get back to you after we make new ice, probably 10 to 12 minutes. Throw it on mute, and I'll see you in 15 minutes. And we are back, and not only are we back, but it looks like the other linesman is back too. I'm assuming it's the same one, but it's good to see. It wasn't a serious injury. And after that first period, very low on the shot totals. We had 6 by the Eagles and 5 by the Mustangs, and there were no penalties, which might be a good thing for Valor. Their last few power plays did not look very impressive. I know they've been working on it in practice. And here we go. Fisher line back out there again. Draws one by the Mustangs, and they're going to try and dump it in. Stanley gets in the way. Still gets down in there, but Fisher's there. He sends it around, bounces off the body. Maddox goes, good bounce. That heads up to Hoyt. Can he make it there just out of his reach? He is he gets tied up a little bit, gets around one, then takes a third. Maddox is there. Man, RV just closes on that, and people are falling down. I think the ice is not quite ready yet or something. Cross ice pass doesn't connect by RV. Fisher gets a hit in there too, a little bit of payback, but bounces right out to RV. Score. Not so sure what happened. A breakdown of all kinds of. We've actually seen that a few times so far, but RV ties it up. Pretty simple play. Again, Valor's overloaded on the side. Pretty easy pass to that kid. Makes a quick move. Jordan really couldn't do anything about that. Baker line out there now. Puck pops out to the middle. Ref gets out of the way. King tries to kick it in. Having a little trouble organizing this. Bodine tries that little touch pass. It does work out. There's King. Look at the speed by King up the seam. Tries to pass it, get it across to Dawson. Doesn't quite get it. Bodine tried. Good pass by King. Centering pass. That doesn't connect to Bodine, but good offensive shift by King. He's still working. Tries to get up to Bodine. That pass doesn't connect. There's Dawson on the forecheck. Bodine goes around the other way. Good job getting in the way there. Gets tied up a little bit. Bodine and Baker now battle each other for the puck. Baker fishes it out. Tries to get it back to Bodine. Comes back up top. King deflects it. And that pops back out to the Mustangs. And now here that puck is sticking. The kids are sticking. The puck is sticking. Dawson comes out with it. He tries to spin around, but he gets intercepted. Good support by Coffey. He's got several reinforcements there. Puck pops all the way back out. Ralston Valley will control, but it's good to get it out. Good stick to break it up. And Baker, now the kids are just bouncing all over each other. These kids need to get off the ice. Pops out to this number 9 shot. Good save by Jordan. The ref provided a screen there for Jordan, and he had to play it off that ref. Good job by Dawson to spin around one, but they just can't get it out of the zone. Coffey battling down in the corner. Baker comes out with it. He tries to get it out, and that's waved off. Good job there. The Eagles have the long change here, but they're going to get a wholesale change here. That is a good stretch pass by that goalie. Good heads-up play by the goalie to connect by that kid. Deep out there now. Sutter fishes it out. Tries to go through the legs, and he does. There's Purchase. Purchase now has some speed and some space. O'Donnell joins. It's on the backhand. Couldn't quite tee it up to the front hand. Purchase sends it around the top. There's Deep. He fans on that shot. That puck, I think, is still sticking to this wet ice. It's not quite frozen after the Zam. RV dumps it in. Good stick by O'Donnell. Sutter tries to make the little cute move around. It gets intercepted. Now it's a turnover. Popped right out to the middle. Sent all the way back down. Maybe the boys will get a change in now. It's a long change this period is. Tarbert on the forecheck now. His puck is left by Mustang, and that's a dangerous stick handle in front of your own net by Paul, and he gets away with it. He's able to dump it all the way back down in. Played by the goalie back behind the net. Good battle by him there. Canapari turns and fires it out. O'Donnell's still working. He manages to get it out of the zone. Pops out to Jimenez. He's on the side. Shot, he gets one. Good shot off. Pretty easy blocker save by that goalie. Mikito back on the ice now. Mikito surveys. Cross-ice pass. Oh, I thought Tarver was going to have an option of that one now. RV controls. They'll go D to D. Pass up intercepted by Jimenez. Here comes RV going the other direction with the 3-on-2. Kid goes wide. Drop pass. Screen. Shot. Deflection. Goes wide open. Good job. Fished out by Stanley, but he tries to stick handle it out, and that gets intercepted. Mikito now with some time. He's going to survey back to Stanley. Stanley sends it back around. Long skate for Jimenez, but it does get out of the zone. These guys are still on the ice. Long shifts here. 12:52 left in the period. Good stick lift by Stanley. Brings it in 1-on-4. Tries a centering pass off the boot, doesn't connect. Kid winds it out, pops out. Maddox, Charles line out there now, played by Jordan back behind the net. Shovels it all the way over to Mikito. He takes his time, dances around a little bit, looks for that outlet pass, tries a stretch pass to Maddox. It connects, they leave him open behind the play inexplicably. Good drop pass to Hoyt. Oh, just falls off of his stick. Good eyes in the back of his head by Maddox. He battles for that puck, leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt loses track of it back behind the ice. Be careful on the stick work there, Hoyt. He sure does. No penalty there. RV turns and blindly fires it directly to the Screaming Eagle. Boys will go for a change. Fish on the forecheck. Intercepted by Coffey. Good job pinching up as Coffey fished out. Maddox is still working. Sent back in behind. Gabe goes for the chase now, sent back behind the ice. Bodine now working back behind. Half the kids are on. It's hard. Seems hard getting the line changes this time. Pops out to King. He plays it. Can't get it out of the zone. Kid goes around Bodine. Good body to keep it in. Maddox is still on there working. So is Gabe. King's on the front. Maddox turns, backhands it in. Shot. Jackson King with the goal. Good work by Maddox and King with some good offensive work this game, and it pays off. He is banging at it in front of the net, and he connects with it, and that is the first goal for King this season. Good hard work by Jackson King. He's had some good offensive pressure, and it pays off. That's got to be a goal by King, with the assist from Maddox, and the boys go up 2-1. Good hard work, the end of a shift for Maddox and Gabe Fisher. Draws one back by, dangerous pass, gets away with it. Now the boys are on the rush. Dawson tries to connect with Bodine, who had gone wide. Now he's working back behind the net. Baker, Bodine tries to, there it comes out to Dawson. It pops all the way up to Gogol. Shot, saved by the goalie, all the way up. Big rebound. O'Donnell in there, and that will be an ice, and they're saying no, it's a deflection. Gogol's going to have to play it. Spins back around behind the net, back to Dawson. Oh my goodness gracious, Dawson passes it directly to the Marston Valley guy in the middle of the ice. Then turns it over again. Baker tries to stick handle it out. Come on guys, pass these pucks out. O'Donnell finally passes it out to get it out of the zone. Good stick work by Bodine and Dawson on the pressure there. It's wound all the way back in. Good job by O'Donnell to seal him off, break that up. Gogol turns and sends it back the other way. Charles gets there, he'll backhand it. He's got some space now, sends it all the way back around. Can Bodine get there? And he tries to get it out, and he passes it directly to the RV guy again. Now he tries to get it out again. He does manage to get it out. RV goes cross ice. There's Dawson. He's got a step. He's got Baker with him, but they can't assemble. And they're going to call a penalty on Dawson. Too much stick work, and he gets called for a hook. And now we'll get to see the Mustangs with the first special teams activity of the game. We've not seen any of that shorthanded specials yet by the Screaming Eagles this year, so we'll see if they can put something together here. We got Maddox and Gabe on as the forward killers. Looks like McKitto and Stanley on defense. Dawson also a pretty good penalty killer. One back, and Maddox is in turn and hoist that back out of the zone. And Hoyt will come on. Good win by Gabe. Here we go. Kid winds around one. Tries to get through everybody. Does get zone entry. Chipped up. Good play by Maddox, and he shovels it all the way out. 1:36 left on the penalty. 9:40 left in the second period. Kid blows a tire trying to assemble the power play, and then Hoyt and Maddox run into each other. Oh my goodness, Kid winds through the whole team and then gets a shot off. So after falling down, it's good job sending it out as McKitto maybe gets some new penalty killers on. We will get two new ones. Sutter's out working with Bodine, and that is sent all the way back down for an ice. Attempt a stretch play to cast the boys in the middle of a change. Does not work out too well. So we'll get to see Sutter and Bodine as forwards here, and King and Coffey on the blue line. Sutter in the face-off circle. RV wins and controls. Now they're going the other direction. That was a terrible play by that kid. Slashes Bodine, and he's going to go to the box for that. Fortunately, it wasn't that bad of a slash, and we don't have a $400 stick repair on our hands. Going to play 4-on-4 for about a minute. We get Baker out there. Baker's out there with Sutter. King and Coffey still on defense. 4-on-4 for a minute and two. And then Valor will have about a minute power play. Baker, good win. Good job kicking it back. King turns and fires it down into the corner. Good play by King. Fanned attempt. Baker comes out with it. Good job. Good patience by Joey there. Send it all the way back up. Oh, no. Kane turns. Oh, good job. King looked up before the puck got there. Misplayed a good play by Coffey. Goes D to D on the blue line. Baker, good work there with Sutter. Sutter tries to get around one. 36 seconds left. We're playing 4-on-4. Sutter and Baker, good work keeping it in. Good job by these four boys to work hard to keep this puck in and just burn clock. Now they need to work the forecheck. Turner tries to fire it out. Another flutterer, but does make it out. Coffey assembles. Now to Baker. Can Baker make the corner? Oh, he sends it back to Sutter. 17 seconds on the 4-on-4. He turns, sends it to Coffey. Coffey can't quite get it in. Leaves the puck, forgets his stick, and now we're going the other direction. Good body by Sutter to break that up. Puck pops out. Shot goes wide. 4-on-4. Valor looked to have the best of it. Now pops out. Coffey gives chase. Body still sent all the way back then. Now the boys are on the power play for 54 seconds. King got it, and he passed the stretch pass to Gabe. Gabe, oh no, good play by that defender to break that up. And that's a penalty, that's a hook. And I think the boys will go 5-on-3 now. And I am using every ounce of willpower I have to say positive stuff about what's going to come in this next 5-on-3. Thinking good thoughts here. 41-second 5-on-3. Here we go. Draws one by Hoyt. He controls back behind the net, fishes it out to Dawson. Good play. Now let's see if they can assemble the 5-on-3. Maddox. Gabe. Hoyt. Can't tee it up. 20 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Back up top to Maddox. Gabe. Oh, Maddox fans on it. 8 seconds left. Back up to Maddox. They got to get a shot off. Dawson with the shot. Not the best one. It was a shot. Two-man advantage is done. Hoyt. Puck. Big rebound. Oh, they can't get it teed up. Little bit of extra business. Might have been a little embellishment there. Kid cross-checks Bodine. He falls down, maybe trying to draw a penalty. No penalty is called, and we'll minute 12 power play. So they were never really able to set it up, never really got the shot they wanted there. So good job not taking a shot just to take a shot, looking for a good shot. Another minute 12 left on the one-man advantage now. See if maybe they can do a little bit more damage here. Draws one back to Dawson. He'll assemble back up to brother Maddox. Maddox cycles. Shot goes wide. Dawson tries to angle. The bank shot comes out. Bodine there first, gets to Hoyt. Hoyt play, oh no, Hoyt tried to use his body to shield it. Doesn't connect, and Maddox gets there. This kid on the long chains. There's Hoyt with some speed. I think the boys have some speed and some numbers now. Leaves it for Maddox. He makes the zone pretty easily. And shoots, and the goalie makes a relatively easy save. So we've seen Maddox make that shot and score many times before, but that one, after getting really good zone entry, you're thinking maybe they're going to set that shot up a little bit better. Chipped out by Bodine to Maddox. Maddox back to Dawson. Dawson, Maddox. Ooh, tries for a double deflection, doesn't connect. Chip back out, a little bit of better puck movement. Looks like a new power play. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt turns and fires. That one doesn't make it through. And now the boys are going the other direction. And forecheckers, the back checkers need to get back. Maddox does get back. But now here comes RV, and they're able to burn off the rest of this power play. Kid's wide open in front of the goal. What on earth is going on? The puck pops out. Dawson gets hauled down. Stretch pass up to Gabe. He can't connect with it, so another 2 minutes of power play that does not connect. RV now on the ice. Paulin tries to get past Bodine. Maddox turns and just pitchforks it out, and that'll be an ice. No, it won't. Good play by Maddox. It's called off. The wholesale change gets some new skaters on. Here comes RV with some speed now. Here's the captain. Good job. Oh, goodness gracious. And deep just like that. Takes a penalty, and the boys are back on the penalty kill. Kid had all kinds of speed, and Deep was standing still, and the Cardinals' sin of just chopping at the guy's skate, and that is an easy call. And the boys are back on the PK now after going with another fruitless power play. I don't know the stats. I'll have to try and track that down, but not a good power play. 5-on-3, some good puck movement. The puck movement's certainly better than it has been, but just unable to really get the shots. Last year, it was like the power play was a 60% success rate. Anyway, here we go. See if they can assemble. Send all the way back down in. O'Donnell gets there. He corrals the puck. Good backhand to Gogol, and he turns and fires out. Good play by Gogol. Sent all the way back down. Played back behind the net, and Ralston Valley's got a minute 40 power play left and 5 minutes left in this period. Oh no, it bounces right over Purchase's stick. He could have gone the other direction. That's sent back up into the netting by RV, so we'll have a D-zone face-off here. Puck popped right out to Perch, and I think he took his eyes off it just for a second, maybe. Whatever the case, get a couple new penalty killers on there. We got Maddox Charles out there with Gabe, and we got McKiddo and Stanley on the defensive pairing. 4:56 left in the second period, and about a minute 30 left in this penalty. Rifled all the way back down by Maddox. Now we'll see Hoyt come back out there. So Hoyt working out there with Maddox. Make the zone pretty easily, does Ralston Valley, and puck pops out to the middle. Good job by Stanley. Tries to stick handle it out. He does. Can't get it out. Oh, Maddox was circling. He could not get it up to him. Good play by Stanley, though. Good job deflecting it. And I've backhanded around by Scott. Now Maddox turns and tries to rim it around, and he can't get it out. 49 seconds left on the penalty. Gives another chance, goes all the way back down. Hoyt gives chase. He's there on the forecheck. Goalie sends it back behind the net. Get a couple of new killers on, and now they got too many men on the ice. Hoyt needs to get off. He's going to hopefully get off before the ref sees it. And yep, they see it, and that is unbelievable. Too many men, and now we will go 5-on-3 for 23 seconds. So I think Dawson might have popped on the ice before Hoyt got off, and so Dawson will go in the in the penalty box. And typically this is where you want to see Maddox out there, but they need to get somebody back out there. McKiddo and Stanley, they are going to get Maddox out there. 23 seconds left to kill this 5-on-3. One good face-off win should do it. Oh my goodness, oh good job by Jordan to just flip that puck out of there. 18 seconds left. Let's see how their 5-on-3 works. Ralston Valley, they'll work the perimeter, sends it back up top, and they can't control it, and that should do it. A little bit of a lazy play. 5, 4, 3, 2, and they'll get one player back on the ice. This is Evan Missick. He makes his own. He's able to back it up, and now plays it out. Shot good. Blocked by McKiddo. Goes down. Cross ice pass intercepted by McKiddo. Another good play. Minute 25 left on this man advantage for Ralston Valley. Goes D to D. Up top. He can't control it. Deep's got some speed. Chips it up to himself. He's in all alone. Here's Deep. Shot. Saved by the goalie. What a save by that goalie. Good work by Deep. He was fresh legs off the bench, too. He's still working with it. Deep still has time, tries to get it up to Maddox. Maddox still retains possession. He's going to keep on burning up some time. All kinds of time. Maddox turns and fires it back down into Beaudin. Beaudin's now down on the ice, and he's there on the forecheck. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Good work there by Deep and Maddox on that penalty kill. See what RV can assemble this time, and he fans on it. Oh, Beaudin can't quite chip it out to himself. RV looks all kinds of unorganized. I've seen this power play before from the men in blue. And now it's sent all the way back down. 24 seconds. Beaudin on the forecheck. Goalie plays it. Beaudin tries to intercept. 17 seconds, maybe one last rush for the RV Mustangs. They do get it in, sent all the way back down in. O'Donnell gets there. He turns and just jams it right into the Ralston Valley Mustang kid. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, puck goes up top, shot saved by Jordan. Gogo gets tripped, no call on the trip on Gogo. You got to keep on playing though. Penalty's over, we're back to even strength. Oh, and Hoyt just takes an elbow to the face. Shot from the point, saved by Jordan. He can't quite corral it there, now he does. Some loose play there. Minute 29 left in the second period. Valor with the 2-1 lead. Shots are 16 by Valor and 12 by Ralston Valley, so really hanging in there. Purchase line out there. Deep fishes it out. He's got some speed. Can he get the seam? He goes wide. Tries to center. Oh, just Sutter overskates it a little bit. Turns fired on goal. Sutter's got another shot at it. Turns and tries to center it. Deep intercepts it. What was probably meant for Purchase. Pops back out to the aforementioned Purchase, and now the boys are buzzing. RV comes out with it now, and they have a minute left. See if they can do anything. Popped around. Good play by King to break that play up. Sutter gets to it. He needs some help on this. He's got some wingers now. Sutter drop pass, leaves it for Purchase. Purchase has a shot. Backhand to score! What a deflection by Max Sutter! Holy moly, what a play. Good backhand by Purchase, and Sutter with a little gentle redirect. Great play by Max Sutter. Ends up with a goal. Good work by those boys, too. They were buzzing. That was good work by Purchase to keep that play alive, and he backhands that one in. And just a nice soft redirect by Max Sutter in front of the goal. Trista's going to want to pull that one up on the replay later on. That was a great little deflection. 49 seconds left in the period, and the boys score the goal. 3-1 lead, Valor. They're going to correct that one because that was definitely Max Sutter on that play. Here we're going the other direction. Ralston Valley, puck's intercepted, and we'll call that one offsides. Player Bartholomew, I think it is not happy about that one. Bangs his stick in frustration. .34 seconds left in the second period. Canapari wins the draw back to Stanley. Goes back to McKittle. McKittle has some space and some speed. He makes his own. He's getting corralled by 3 guys. Good play by Canapari. Oh, perfect pass up front. Little too strong for Tarbert, though. 19 seconds left. Scott comes out to play it, and they're going to call an icing on that one. All right. 15 seconds left. Anything can happen in 15 seconds. Maybe pop another one in and go into the locker room with a 3-1 lead. Purchase in the faceoff circle again, working with Deep and Sutter. Draws control by Sutter. He pops out with it. Can he get a centering pass in? Get some support. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Can they fish it out? It's fished out. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Centering pass. Oh, does not get it. But the boys put another one on with less than a minute left in the second period, rather. And they take a 2-goal lead going into the third period. So some good hard work there. Definitely looks a little bit tighter, a little bit better plays on both ends. They weren't able to make anything happen again on the power play, but good job on the penalty kill. Good job of the corners. Several lines are working really hard here. So we'll zam the ice, clean it on up, and then we'll see it for the third period. And we're back for the third period. I was talking to some parents, and I think that the goals there in the second period were maybe given to the wrong players, but regardless, we are on back. I do hear there's some audio problems. I don't know if that's been fixed, if the audio is not matching up with the video. Maybe that's been fixed. Sounds like we may have got the audio lag fixed. Hopefully that's the case. Draws one back, controlled by Stanley. He's got plenty of time. D to D back to McKiddo. Good stretch pass up to Fish. Puck seems to be stuck to the ice, which is, oh, and that Hoyt can't quite get it all the way through. That puck is stuck to the ice. Comes all the way back up top. McKiddo can't keep it in, and now the boys have numbers going the other direction. Does RV. Good stick by Stanley at the next last second. Great smart play by Roger there. Maddox chips it up to himself. Wound through. Now here's Missick. Goes through 1, 2. Tries to keep going through others, and he can't. Backs it off right in front. Puck pops out. That's dangerous. Now it comes out to Matt. No, he can't get it, and they are having trouble with this puck here at the beginning of the period. Puck is not, this happens at South Sub too. I think it's this ice. You know, we are in this rec center with a swimming pool here, so it's not the best ice. Stanley can't get it clear. Takes a funky bounce off the boards. Now the boys are on their toes. Good body by Hoyt, but the puck, they can't get it out still. Stanley's just turned, he's had enough, and he does the right thing, and he will send it down for an icing. So a minute and a half burned off the clock, and we'll get the Baker line out there. See if they can get that stretch play going. We've not seen that yet this season. RV wins the draw. Shot from the point, pretty routine save by Jordan. It's the difference, you know, RV, that's that big high shot from the point. Those other teams I talked about on the previous broadcast, Monarch, PSD, those low shots from the point, the soft ones. And here we go, here's the stretch play, it's set up. Dawson could not get it up though, but I think Bodine was actually back behind that kid. Dawson leaves it for King. King plays it back to Dawson. Dawson can go the other direction, chips it up to Bodine. Bodine up to Baker, kicks it up to himself, 1 on 2, 3, 4, 1 on 4, and he falls down. I think it's that ice. They're having a little trouble getting organized with the ice here in the third period, so hopefully they can keep it together. Kid skates, good stick by Bodine to break it up. Coffey now intercepts. He'll play it down into the boards. Baker with some support. He's going to fish it out, see if he can go the other direction. Off the boards to Dawson. Dawson, somebody leaves it for himself. And no, that was close to being an organized play, but that puck is definitely not moving like it should be. 14:44 left, third period. Purchase line out there now. Perch wins the draw back to O'Donnell. Kicks it to himself. Goes D to Google. He sends it back in. There's how you dump and chase. Now the boys are on the chase. Deep gets there. Paulin from Ralston Valley fishes out. Now he's going the other direction. Brings it all the way back in. Can't stick handle through the whole team. Puck pops out to the front. Now nets off the mooring, so the ref blows it dead. Draws one back, controlled by Valor, just out of the reach of Sutter. Puck pucks out, Ralston Valley controls, down in the corner, Gogo gets there, shipped it around to O'Donnell. Good heads up play, but that stretch pass is intercepted. Now Ralston Valley tries to organize, going the other direction. Good job again, and that is, I think, is that a hand pass? That would be. And we're back. Austin, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on for some color? You sure? Okay. All right, I was trying to get a guest announcer up here, but he didn't want to join. Thought we might get Austin Donaldson up here in the booth. Puck pops out, there's Tarver. Speaking of Tarver, oh, shot just goes wide. Good play by Pop-Tart to be Johnny on the spot. Jimenez sends it back in, chipped all the way down into the corner. Played back out, Ralston Valley now controls. Puck sticks a little bit, and they are slowed down on their clearing attempt, and that it comes in offsides. Looked to be offsides, but they keep it onside. And now Gogol comes out to the boys, and he trips and falls down. Ice is a little suspect, I think. Pitched all the way back across O'Donnell. Good job sealing him off. Canapari with some time, and that is waved off. Tarver gets there. Goalie's going to rim it all the way back around, try and change some lines. Alston Valley's going the other direction now. Shot in, Jordan pretty easily stick the side. Gabe Fisher controls and chips it up, and the boys will spin off to complete that change. Ralston Valley organizes back behind their net. Gabe gives chase. Maddox intercepts too, and he's going to back it up a little bit. He's got some time. Confidence with the puck too. He's going to use the net for some assistance. They give him some space. Outlet pass to Hoyt. Hoyt to Gabe. Gabe low shot, doesn't make it through. Sent back around, Ralston Valley controls. And they're trying to assemble this breakout, and they're a little caught up too. McKittle with some time, stretch pass up to Hoyt. Hoyt has some time, he makes his own, goes around one, can't get around another one. Ralston Valley, Hoyt to some of those moves. I don't know if Hoyt's not feeling well. Usually those moves, he is deadly with those moves. Fans on the puck. Here comes Maddox. He comes out. The shot tries to go 5-hole. That doesn't make it through. Turn sent back in. Hoyt a little too aggressive. Didn't realize. Gabe's a little bit low on the skate to get there. Very end of the shift. I'm not so sure what's going on. Ref helps with that check there. Played back to Maddox. Goes around one. Goes wide. 1-on-5. He needs some help. Tries to rim it around to Hoyt. These boys are tired too. These line changes. Way hard shot all the way across ice. Hoyt gets tied up again. Baker's now working. These line changes, these shifts are like 2 minutes apiece. I'm not so sure what they're doing here, but good job by King to break it up. Pops out of the zone. Maddox is still on the ice. He makes the zone. He's got Bodine as a trailer. He shoots it way high, I think, trying for the pass there. Maddox could definitely use a change. Pitched up. Dawson intercepts. Baker gives chase. Kid turns and fires. Bauer reads it properly, but he's just a little late to get there. It's shifted back to King. King back up to Bauer. Doesn't see where it is. Turns, spins off a check up to Dawson. Dawson shot way over the top of the net. He had the guys coming. I'm not so sure about that shot. RV's going the other direction. 10:42 left. Good stick by King to break it up. Now Baker just chops it out, and that will probably, no, they're going to wave icing off there. Bodine on the forecheck. The kid loses it, leaves it behind. Bodine, so he's looking for a trailer. Back to Dawson. Shot, that one is 2 feet over the net. Oh my goodness, these boys are tight. Oh my goodness, King brings it out of the zone and then brings it back in. He wasn't really looking down. I don't think he saw that he brought it out of the zone. 10:21 left, third period. And non-stop action there, and these are some long shifts. Look up and it's the same kids on the ice forever. Draws one. That's a hand pass there. Purchase chips that one backwards, and that's a hand pass. .10:15, D-zone face-off, and the Screaming Eagles 3-1. Deep, oh, tries to chip it up to himself. Shot on goal by Ralston Valley. Puck's a little loose. Good play by O'Donnell. Sutter chips it up to Deep. Deep bodies through one. Good strength there. Deep pulls up. Cross ice pass to Sutter, but on his backhand. Sorry, that's to Purchase. Purchase back to Sutter. Sutter spins it back behind him. Kid loses control of it. Sutter working back down in the corner. Perch goes in for the forecheck. Deep, good job. That's the kid learns his lesson. You can't stick handle out of the zone consistently. They do chip it out. Gogo gets there and he sends it right back down in. Doesn't get it deep enough. Deep tries to body him off. Gogo gets another shot at it, turns it backhands, and that will make it out of the zone. Canapari, fresh legs on the ice, and look at the speed and aggression there. Turned and fired off. Deep, sorry, that's Jimenez gets there. Back to Gogol again. Gogol chips it in, sends it in. The boys need to give chase. Oh, Tarbert couldn't fish it down out of the air, but Jimenez is going to give the organization to it. He falls down, but Tarbert with it. Shot saved by the goalie, and that's a shot by Stanley that was, and that's the first shot by the Eagles, and as long as I can remember, might be the first shot of the period. Second shot of the period, I think that was. Fisher line back out there now. Draws one back. Hoyt chips it back to Maddox. Oh, bouncing puck. He couldn't assemble it. Ralston Valley tries to break it out through the neutral zone. Hoyt intercepts. Kid, oh my goodness, he jumps around. That is a bad call, but a trip it is. Oh no, might have landed on his shoulder. You don't like to see that. Kids were yelling. is holding his shoulder. He skates off the ice. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like he jumped to try and avoid the stick. Might have landed on his shoulder. Certainly in some pain. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, knee-to-knee contact. That makes sense. I thought it was a trip. It wasn't a trip. Couldn't see the knee-to-knee contact, and that's a fair call. Hopefully that kid's okay. It looked like a shoulder injury. Draws one. Maddox tries to fire it out of the zone, but gets caught up in one of the Ralston Valley players. 8:38 left, third period, and the boys are on the penalty kill. This would be a good time for a shorthanded goal. Oh, Gogol does manage to get it out. Maddox is on the forecheck. Pollen fumbles it a little bit, manages to get it back on the stick. Hoyt gives some bother. This is Evan Missick, tries to turn the corner. Does turn the corner, fires it right back up top. Shot and deflected up into the netting. 1:32 left on the penalty kill. Dawson and Bodine are out there on this penalty kill forward duo. McKiddo with some time. Good heads up play by Jack to get that one down the ice and clear it. Bodine now down there on the forecheck, gives some bother, some support from Dawson. Ralston Valley assembles. Just getting in the way, which is, oh no, and then Bodine takes a trip. Unbelievable. Totally unnecessary play. The kid skates behind him. He sticks his leg out and trips him. That's another easy call. And so they'll go 5-on-3 for a minute 11. Send Maddox back out there, certainly the best on the 5-on-3. Draws one by Maddox. Maddox tries to chip, pops out to Gogol, see if he can get it out. Does, enable, good keep by Pollen. Now they're assembled, Ralston Valley does, and that's not the best shot, but now it pops out, and now McKiddo is tripped, and that'll be a call too. So this, it looks about as organized as the Valor 5-on-3, fortunately, and so now we'll go back to a 4-on-3, which is certainly a weird combination. So a 4-on-3 for 50 seconds, and then we'll play 4-on-4 for the next 49 seconds, and then Valor will have a very brief power play. .7:31 left in the third period, and they need to withstand a 50-second 4-on-3. 4-on-3 is a pretty good combo, actually, when you're on offense. Good play by Maddox to be menacing back behind the ice. That could have been a trip, too. Here's Ralston Valley to try and assemble. Kid goes wide, calling for it. That's Missick. Played back to Missick. Tries to toe drag around to see if they can set it back up. 30 seconds, cross-ice pass into the slot to Missick. He's going to circle. 30 seconds left. Goes wide, shot. Pretty pedestrian save there. Great save there by Jordan. 27 seconds left in the man advantage for Ralston Valley. Deep's going to get out there in place of Maddox. We'll see McKiddo and Gogol back out there too. 27 seconds, boys. Oh, good play there by Gogol, burning some time up. Sends it all the way back down in. Can't get too greedy. Good job then. Locks it up down the corner. Good job by Giggles down there in the corner. Burns up. Oh my God. Single-handedly burns up the majority of that power play. Now he needs to get back on the on the kill. 3 seconds, man advantage. Puck's left, juicy rebound goal. All that work, and I bet that Jordan wants that one over. And unfortunately, that's 4-on-4. That's an even strength goal. Big, juicy rebound, and all that kid had to do was just shoot it in. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 45 seconds, and then Valor will have about a 20-second man advantage. 3-2 lead, 6:37 left. Draws one back. King controls, he has some time. Back to Coffee. Puck is loose there in front, no urgency to get to it. Coffee up to Maddox. Maddox cross ice to Hoyt. Hoyt makes the zone. Sharp angle shot, goalie save, 6:15 left, 23 seconds. Maddox and Hoyt working out there on the forward line, and RB comes out of it. Kid's got some speed going the other direction. Can he get around Coffee? They tie it up 3-3. It's the second 4-on-4 goal, so Valor gives up 2 goals in about 20 seconds, and the score is now tied. Not really enough urgency on the 4-on-4 play that time. First one, I think the excuse was there, the big juicy rebound. But that time, just some lazy play by the Valor Screaming Eagles there. Draws one back, controlled. O'Donnell will circle back around. Dangerous pass, Dawson does connect with it. Shot labeled for that corner, actually pretty good shot. O'Donnell tries to get it back into the corner. Can't clear it, but he does get it out to Gogol. Sent back in. Now the boys have a man advantage for about 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Good battle by Baker down in the corner, pops out. Dawson turns and fired. Maybe didn't realize he had a man advantage there. Now I think it's face off down the corner. Couldn't quite see what happened. Stick may have gotten caught in the boards. 5:32 left, third period. Yeah, it's 2 goals in 30 seconds by Ralston Valley. Purchase wins a draw back to McKiddo. Sends it, tries to send it back down in, goes into the netting, and we'll play 5-on-5 now. So let's see if Valor can stay out of the penalty box. Some pretty ill-advised penalties. There's some good penalties, and there's several bad penalties, and I would say that Valor is guilty of the latter. Good win by Perch, back to McKiddo. He tries to make some space. 2 forecheckers come out onto the blue line. Sent back down into the corner. Deep gets there. He winds around. Gets trip balls down. Needs to do something with the puck. Still working down the corner. Sutter pops out with it. Low shot. Pretty good play by Sutter to try and get one on goal. 5:07 left. Purchase line still out there. Purchase wins a draw. Back to Stanley. He can't quite get it teed up. Down to deep. Air pass. Sutter working back. Tries to fend him off with body. Gets some support with deep. Sutter still back behind the net working. He needs to look up and find somebody to pass to. Tries a backhand. People weren't open. Covered up by the goalie there. 4:47 left. Try some new skater combo on there. Got Gabe Fisher line out there. See if this line can produce. No goals yet by this line tonight. Sending both the guys out. Maddox will get in there for the draw. Draws controlled by the Eagles. Fisher trying to center a pass up. Hoyt comes out with it. He tries to get one centered up. Gabe up top to Stanley. Stanley goes back down low. Oh, Gabe tried to pass one, came off his stick. Fished out by Hoyt. Oh, Hoyt tried to get it to Maddox, but it's just, oh, good play by Maddox to intercept. The Gabe boys have numbers. Shot, oh, good shot by Hoyt. Doesn't connect and get on, but good play. Sent back, the boys are still working. Maddox backhands it up in front. Puck's loose. Good pressure here. 4:08 left, third period. Hoyt regroups. Back to Gabe. Shot saved by the goalie again. And then Hoyt gets pushed down into the net. Good hard work by the boys there. 3:59 left, third period. Some good chances. You could tell Ralston Valley was on their heels there. Baker line's out there. Let's see if they can score another goal. Baker tried to play it up to himself, doesn't connect. Puck pops out, controlled by Ralston Valley. Spun back around, Baker reverses direction, pops out. Puck ends up. Here comes Ralston Valley, loose puck there. Puck spit it out to the middle. Kid has to wait, he does make the zone. That's dismiss it, kid. Puck goes wide, sticks are flying. Boys need to keep on working here. I look for penalties, no penalties. Missick comes out with it, tries to backhand one out. Players in the net. Coffey does the right thing and sends it all the way out, and that will be an ice. That was some dangerous work down there. .3:14 left, third period. Certainly the momentum has switched to Ralston Valley this time. Last 3 minutes have been all Ralston Valley after they scored those 2 goals. Draws one. O'Donnell tries to clear it. Purchase gets it out into the skates of deep. Cross ice pass intercepted by Sutter. See if he can go the other way. Bounces off the body. Good reverse check by Sutter. Seep touches pass to Purchase. Purchase back to Sutter. Tries to go 5-0. Score! Sutter, good hard work. Gets it to Purchase. Purchase with the goal. Good work by the boys there, and that's what they needed. Good work. I tell you, that Max Sutter made that play happen. Good hard work back behind the net, and then pitches it out to Sutter, who has a wide open net. He bangs it in. The boys take the lead 4-3, and that should quell the momentum that Ralston Valley had. So now they can see if they can maintain and hold the lead. 4-3, 2:53 left in the game. Need to be aggressive. Need to be aggressive on the pucks, the corners, the battles, everything. Maddox fishes it out. Outlet to Hoyt. Hoyt, Maddox gets into the play too. Look at the speed. Low shot. Hoyt didn't realize that Maddox was back there. Now the puck's going the other direction. Stanley reverses back over to Gogol. Chipped back in. Hoyt kicks it up to Fisher. Comes out to Hoyt. Good job. Turns it around. Sends it up to Maddox. Maddox to Gabe. Gabe 1-on-3. Saved up into the netting. Pretty good work there. 2:15 left, third period. And I like it how the boys are still on the offensive. Baker line out there working with Dawson and Bodine. Draws one back. Chipped up top. Baker. Oh, took too long to set it up. The boys are battling for it. Bodine comes back, heads it up to Dawson, and Bodine gets dumped in the corner. That's after the play. Shot, bounces up wide. McKittle, shot, big rebound. Puck still loose. Still loose in front. Bing pops out to Stanley. Shot wide. Pops back out to Stanley. He can't keep it in. Pops out. McKittle, he's got that fast speed, comfortable, and he's back there with it. Oh no, he tries to clear it, sends it right into that guy's skate. Right, jumps out to the neutral zone. 1:37 left. Good stick by Bodine. Intercept. And they call an offsides on that. I thought Bodine had possession of it. So it wouldn't necessarily be an offsides. $1:33 left. Looks like it might be a timeout, Ralston Valley. Wow, that puck was loose and bouncing all around down there in front of the net. But as it stands, Benjamin Purchase with the go-ahead goal with 2:53 left in the third period. Assist from Sutter and deep on that. That line was working real hard, that shift. It's good to see that pay off. $1:31 left, third period. And speaking of Purchase, Deep, and Sutter, will see them on the ice now to try and close this thing out. Presumably we'll see a goalie get pulled at some point. Purchase in the face-off circle, been sharp as it is so far. Purchase wins the drawback. McKitto sends it back in hard along the boards, pops all the way back out to Stanley. He sends it back in, plays catch with their defense. 1:22 left in the game. Ralston Valley is going to try and assemble it until they can get the goalie pulled. Turn and left for Missick. They're trying to get it to that same kid. Intercepted by Sutter. He's at it again. Shot tries to go low. Popped back around. Good work by Sutter. Another good stick to break the play up. Tries to pitch it up to himself. A run-man wrecking crew. Back up top, goes for another deflection. 53 seconds left, and they can't get it out of their own zone, Ralston Valley. They do finally get it out. Stanley lifts it back up in. 45 seconds left. Here comes Fisher out there with Maddox and Sorensen. These are the boys you want out there at the end of the game. Here comes Ralston Valley, makes the zone. Missick goes through one, goes through two, tries to backhand it. Hoyt tries to backhand it out, can't get it out. Boys are trying to clear it out down behind. 24 seconds left. Stanley sends it along the board. Shot low, goes wide. Good shot, screen shot. They keep it in, down low again. Ralston Valley still battling. Stanley tries to pitch it out. They can't seal this deal. Pack all the way back up the top. Paulin goes D to D. Point shot, low, save by Jordan. Save, score. And with 2.2 seconds left, relentless pressure by the Mustangs. And they were rewarded with the tying goal. Looks like we'll go to overtime. And we'll see how Valor comes out in this overtime period. I forget if it's 4-on-4, 3-on-3. We've seen that a few times so far with this Valor team, an inability to hold leads. And again, they gave up those 2 goals with 30 seconds apart, 4-on-4, and then good hard battling by Ralston Valley at the end of that game. Really would have just needed 1 clear by the Valor Eagles. But good job keeping the puck in. Ralston Valley, you got to give it to them. They did what they needed to do. They worked the puck along the perimeter. Low shots, and the puck pitched back out high, and he was there to bang it in. So we'll go, I think, 5-on-5 hockey with a running clock maybe. And then I don't know if they do shootout. It might just be 5-on-5 hockey. Could end in a tie, I think. Who wants it bad enough? Draws one back by Valor, controlled, tried to dump it in. Finally get it in, comes back out. Dawson's got it. He's going to turn and send it in. Dumped all the way back down in. Bodine on the forecheck. Puck's caught up. Bodine tries to backhand it in, doesn't quite get it in. Puck's going the other direction. O'Donnell has some time, sends it back up to Dawson. Dawson dumps it in, down into the corner. The boys will spin off for a change. Baker goes for the forecheck. Good stick by Joey to break that up. Fisher lines out there now. Maddox plays it up to himself. Maddox trying to create some space. Sent back down in. Maddox on the forecheck. Gets some assistance from Hoyt. Now both boys are back behind the net. A little nonchalant play there by number 11. Gabe comes out with it, looking for a trailer. Oh, Maddox was open, screaming down the middle, couldn't get it centered. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt dancing, tries that backhanded pass, and I think Ralston Valley has seen enough, and they're going to dump it all the way down for an O-zone face-off. 3:51. We'll keep that line out there. Pops out. Kane back to Hoyt, to Maddox. Shot save. What a save by that goalie. Good play by the boys there. Try to get it set up. Got 2 guys guarding the middle. Pops out to the corner. And they're going to clear it again. King will get, oh, they're going to wave that off. I'm not so sure why they waved that one off. King, that's now chipped in. Boys are going to spin off for a change. Purchase line comes out there. They've been great so far. Dangerous pass, pops out to Sutter. He's got space. Oh, doesn't make it through. Pops out to deep. He tries to circle, gets it up to himself, tries to. King, he's still working. King shot way wide, goes all the way back off the dasher, and now Coffey will control 3 minutes. Oh no, Coffey fans on it on the clearing attempt. Goal.